joining us on our YouTube channel. Where are we off to now, sir?
We're here in the taxi. We've just done a previous shoot and we're heading to Charlotte Tilbury for a much needed makeup revamp. We're feeling like our makeup is just a bit old and we want to try some new things. So we're really excited to try out some of their spring favourites. So stay tuned for a glossy and glam look.
The cream that everyone needs to know about. All the celebs use it, and now of course we need to use it. And apparently it just makes your skin plump and beautiful and glossy. So do you need a lot on, or?
No, not a lot, especially because you're obviously saying about
my skin can actually sometimes feel quite oily, so I usually don't really like to have such a thick moisturiser on, but you're telling me that it's really hydrating and actually does feel really nice on.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm having a massage over here.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, Charlotte's got her own like Tilbury workout.
Really?
So it's really important when you put moisturiser on to really work it into the skin because it gets the blood flow pumping. So it just makes the skin look plumper, and you can also like remove excess toxins. So pushing them away, getting under the cheekbone, and also she does the famous Tilbury tap.
Oh my god!
At the end.
When you kind of massage the skin, you bring all the blood to the surface.
Exactly.
So
that's exactly kind of yeah. That's the idea.
This is the eye rescue, and what does this do?
Yeah, so this is going to really hydrate under the eye area. It's got an instant cooling effect.
Oh wow!
It's
okay.
also it's also going to help with any darkness over time as well, and really plump the skin. So it's really important to use an eye cream.
And do you do it below the? You don't do it too close to the eye.
Not too close, no. But it's important
because I've heard that can give you bags.
Yeah, you just want to kind of get that kind of the more hollow area.
And you just use a little bit.
Just a tiny bit, yeah.
I wouldn't even think to put this on under my makeup.
Got a skin clay mask. Charlotte sends this to any celebrity before she does their makeup. They use it to prep their skin.
Oh wow.
It really helps with pores, redness. So we're going to pop this on, leave it on your hand just for 10 minutes, just while we prep the skin and finish that.
What, and we're going to be able to see a real good difference?
You'll see a difference once we take it off. So you'll see what it will do to your face.
My skin has obviously got its moisturiser on, and now, what is this, did you say?
Hollywood Flawless Filter, so our newest complexion product.
And so this goes on a bit as a base before the foundation?
It can. So because it's a complexion booster, you can use it as a primer, you can use it as a foundation, as a highlighter, or you
so
can
it's
mix
got coverage?
A small amount of coverage, so kind of like a tinted moisturiser or like really sheer foundation.
We prefer to be a little bit more tanned. So what number of the Radiance foundation are you using?
Shade 3.
Shade 3.
And the inspiration behind this is that kind of Instagram filtered effect. She wanted to create a product that does that in real life to your skin. So you don't need any retouching or Instagram or Snapchat
we won't need any more filters.
Yeah. And I keep closing my eyes. Is that normal? I'm just like, oh. And then you just put the foundation straight on top of this?
Yeah, I'm using it underneath.
And how come you apply this with your hand as opposed to a brush?
Just because it really warms the product into the skin, so it really gets in there.
Billy's now putting on the foundation mixed with, what's it called?
Hollywood Flawless Filter.
Hollywood Flawless Filter. And I've got number 4 for the foundation.
Number 4 and number 3 in Hollywood Flawless Filter, just because it's a bit peachy and warm.
So tell us why you've decided to mix them two together. Is it because it adds coverage?
Kind of. So with that product, you can use it as a primer to prep the skin. But if you tend to get slightly more oily, the nicer thing to do is mix them together. Because that way you get kind of
balance
like
it out.
Yeah, and you get like a radiant finish, but it will still last on an oilier skin.
And is this like a special brush that you use for this product, or is this like a buffing brush?
It is versatile, but I pretty much love it for all foundation. The nice thing is it's super flat, so it kind of pushes foundation flat to the skin.
Yeah.
Makes it look really natural, really good for like smoothing over pores as well. And it's really key just to use like a really small amount. And
build it up,
so you're not kind of just moving a lot of
because that's what I'm guilty of, because I'm always in such a rush. I literally like blob on the foundation, smear it on, quickly like go, and then it's like, okay, I'm done, but have I blended it, have I built it up?
The easiest way is to just take like a really small amount on your brush, buff it in when you need it, usually start at the centre of your face, and work outwards. And you can still build it up.
Okay, so work from the centre out, so that you can blend it into
where we have the most redness.
Right.
and then you're being kind of prescriptive with where you're using it rather than just putting it everywhere.
So Sophie, you're blending right down to the neck, right?
Yeah, it's definitely important to go a little bit past the jawline onto the neck, so you haven't got any like harsh lines, just so it blends in all smoothly.
And you're using the same brush but a different colour foundation?
I'm using a darker foundation. We're using shade 5 in the Magic Foundation, and I'm using the Hollywood Complexion brush, so it's double-ended.
So not the same brush?
No, it's a more buffing one, and then you've got a concealer side, the other end, and you can also use this for contouring as well. So it's such a great versatile brush. It's one of her newest ones.
So we were just saying, it's weird to have a dewy foundation, isn't it?
But although actually it makes sense, because if you want to look youthful and glowy, you need dewy skin.
We always go so matte. And then I matte it with a powder, so it's really nice to try something a bit different.
So retoucher concealer for coverage, so under eye, redness. This is a really good example of Charlotte Tilbury's ethos of treat and transform. So really amazing for coverage, but also contains black tea extract, so really anti-puffiness, and also lipid extract, so it's like a plaster over any blemishes.
Nice. You would use this over spots as well as like dark areas,
over any blemishes, redness, under eye too.
Right, this is the product I've really been wanting to try. What's it called again?
This is Hollywood Contour Wand. So it's on a little sponge, so it's really easy to apply.
Will it give me cheekbones?
Yes, it'll give you chiseled cheeks, and it's a great product because it's a cream and it really blends in lovely into the skin and gives a nice dewiness, keeps everything, almost like retexturizes the skin as well. And it looks quite dark when you put it on, but it just buffs beautifully.
See, I'd be scared that I would end up a bit patchy throughout the day with that. Does that not, if you apply it correctly?
No, it definitely, because it sets on the skin as well, so it goes on like a cream and then it will set onto the skin.
Okay.
And it's a really buildable product as well, so I always recommend popping a little bit on and then you can...
So not whack it all on in one go?
Yeah.
Because I probably do that. So now Sophie is going at the top of the forehead. Why is this?
Because if you think where the sun would kind of naturally hit down on you, it's always going to go on the top of the forehead and it's kind of around the temples.
Oh, wow.
But you can also sculpt the way you want to. So if you want more chiseled cheekbones, you can concentrate more on that area.
So the big reveal is about to happen. You might remember Billy about 10 minutes ago put the clay mask on my hand, and also Sarah's got it on as well. And we just want to see basically the difference that will make to our skin type. So we've left it on for 10 minutes. Let's take it off.
I'm so intrigued by this. Oh my god. Mine's not off yet.
Can you see that?
Oh my god, my hand looks totally different.
It also feels really smooth as well, and you know how like here it's all patchy and red, and there it just looks really smooth and kind of...
Is this long lasting?
It's just taken the redness out of it totally.
Oh look, go like that. It's totally different.
Amazing. That is really,
Imagine
really
what it would
good,
do to our face.
As you can see, I've got beautiful sculpted contouring going on. So now it's time for the highlighting, because obviously you highlight after you contour, right?
Yes.
So what's this product?
This is the Beauty Light Wand. So this comes in a pair with the contour. It's a really gorgeous kind of rose gold colour. So it suits a lot of skin tones and goes on wet, but kind of sits in quite a natural soft way like the contour does.
And I guess the highlight, you pick up areas that are kind of highest on your face, if that makes sense.
That makes sense, so it's the high points of your face.
The high points.
You can apply this however you like. I quite like it with the sponge and just tap it in with a finger, although you can use a brush if you prefer.
Okay.
You just pop the wand on, so really easy to control. So you want to go in a kind of like a C shape around your temple and then tap that in. It's also really great, a little bit underneath and a little bit over the brow.
Yeah, I quite like actually putting it. Also, actually, sometimes when I'm really needing my eyebrows threaded and I haven't had a chance to do it, a bit really of highlighter covers a lot of sin.
It does. It makes everything look a bit sharper.
And this again you use every day?
Yes, this is gorgeous. And again, you can wear this without having any foundation on as well, if you just want to highlight the cheekbone.
So as you can see, we are beautifully concealed. We've got our foundation on, our contour and our highlighter, and we're feeling beautifully glowing.
We're glowing. We're definitely glowing.
So now it's all about the eyes, and we're going to start off. Billy's going to apply the eyebrow pencil, which I think is the most important.
I can't live without it.
And I never actually used to fill in my eyebrows, but I actually think it really helps to frame the face, don't you think?
Totally. I think skin and eyebrows are the two most important things that you can do.
So which is the product you're going to use now?
We're going to use the Supermodel Brow Lift. So that's our pencil.
It's called the Supermodel Brow Lift.
Brow Lift. We use the thinner side to draw really kind of light upward strokes at the front of the brow, and that looks like natural hairs.
And when you were saying you literally draw on the hairs, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess when you brush it through, that kind of takes away the
Softens
sharpness, right?
Yeah, and also this is waxy. This is a waxy pencil, so it's like a wax pomade but in a pencil.
Yeah.
So it makes it really easy to control. Legendary brow gel. So
Yeah.
this is in the same shade as the brow lift that we just used. You can get it clear if you prefer something more natural.
Right.
When you use one of these, you always want to start at the arch because that's where you want the most product. So a lot of people go straight to the front.
Yeah, you would
and
just
then it
naturally
can look quite hard, you know.
Oh, what, as if like the colour would look too
Yeah,
hard?
like too much product.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's naturally the most kind of fluffy anyway.
Yeah.
And also with this, the brush is so tiny, you can pick at each hair and pull them up. You know, sometimes the brush is so big, it's
Yeah.
quite hard to control.
Yeah. It just makes such a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks great.
I need that gel in my life.
So now onto eyeshadow, which I think is the thing that I struggle with the most, because sometimes I feel like I have a good day and I apply it well, and other days I'm just useless. So what's this one?
This is a brand new product, a brand new palette that Charlotte Tilbury's brought out, Transform Eyes. It's beautiful.
It looks gorgeous, the colours. I've never tried that kind of colour before.
It's part of a whole new collection, Beauty Filters, so it's great for summers, really nice warm colours, really complementing on loads of different people and skin tones. So we're using the enlarged shade now. This is going to go in more the outer area of the eye.
And if you wanted just to sweep one of these colours over your eyes, you could do that as well?
Yeah,
or?
definitely. You could kind of tailor it to what you want. All of the colours are beautiful to be worn on their own, but then they look amazing, like build up on top of each other.
So you'd use less for a more natural look, and then you can really pile it on for like if you're going out.
Definitely. All of our looks are Dusk to Disco, so you can kind of wear them for all events.
So number 3 is
Define.
Right.
So it's a really nice kind of browny shade.
And where does this one go?
It's going to go all over in the outer corner of the eye.
Okay, so different to the one the area you've just done.
Yeah, so this is just concentrating more focus on the outer crease.
Okay.
But again, it's layering the colours up.
And you're using the same brush. You don't have a separate crease brush or anything like that.
No. So Charlotte's all about kind of using less brushes. She doesn't want to make it too confusing. But these brushes are insane. It's basically like having Charlotte's hands.
Number 4.
Yep, so this is the pop shade. Which
So this is the brightest
gorgeous-
shade.
Yeah. So it's like a gorgeous like burnt orange, which is really going to open the eyes up. It's also going to really pop the eye colour as well.
So that's in the middle of the eye.
Yeah, kind of right in the centre of the eye.
So now my favourite part, eyeliner. And I have to say, Barbarella Brown, and I think Phils will agree with me, the Barbarella Brown is the best eyeliner ever. Under the eye, on top of the eye, smudged.
It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It's the best brown, and I think it'll be my desert island go-to. So what are you going to do with it?
So yeah, this is out of our Rock and Coal collection. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a new form which is created. It's in between a liquid and a pencil,
Yeah.
powder pencil. So I'm just going to go, if you close for me, I'm just going to start off and going really close to the lash line and lots of small movements. I'm also going to do a thing called tight lining, which is where you go underneath.
Oh,
So
that
if you-
scares me.
If you look down for me.
Why are you doing this?
So this is going to make your lash line thicker.
Oh, it's so tickly.
It is very tickly.
Oh my
But
God.
sometimes you put eyeliner on, you get little gaps in between the eyelashes,
Okay.
so it really fills it in. It makes such a difference. And I'm going to go in the waterline. So if you look up,
Some people are funny about this. Philippa never wears Phils, do you? You never wear oh, I'm getting watery eyeliner in your eye.
It feels so weird to do it. Do you normally?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Never noticed that about you.
So we're always asked about our eyeliner flicks, and you've given the best tip on how to get that perfect flick, which is
so if you look at yourself in the mirror with the eyes open, you make a little dot where you want the end of the flick to be.
right.
And it's good because most people kind of do the eyeliner when their eyes are closed, and you open your eyes and it's,
And it's
all
all
like wrong.
over the place.
So if you kind of make a little dot, and then from the dot you want to go down into the corner of the eye.
Oh, so you go that way?
Yeah. And then you can join the top and make a little step and join it over. And because these are really creamy, you can kind of taper the end off.
Okay.
And kind of smudge it out, which is really easy.
So final bit of eyes, mascara. Now I've heard wondrous things about this.
Yes, this is amazing. You can see Kim Kardashian is always in her purse.
Will I look like Kim K?
You will have eyelashes like Kim K. So it's Legendary Lashes and it's our fuller, more dramatic one. So if you look down, and you only need a couple of swipes and you already have a full lash. It's insane.
So just to recap, we started off with skincare, then we went to eyes, and now we're back to the face again.
Back to complexion.
Back to complexion. So what's up next?
So AIRBRUSH Flawless Finish Powder, in my opinion, best powder on the market. So feel that. It's super silky.
Well, that is really soft.
Really finely milled. So it's milled 3 times, and it's also got rose wax and almond oil in it.
Okay.
So it will, obviously it has to have talc, because talc is what stops you from getting oily and it keeps the makeup fixed. But what it's also going to do is smooth everything over.
Right.
So pores, any texture in your skin.
Because I guess there's no point having this beautiful makeup on if you don't fix it and try and keep it.
And also, there's no point in having like a glowy complexion if you then just get a really kind of heavy, talc-heavy powder and pop that over the top.
So this doesn't add any colour, does it? So
No.
it's purely just for fixing.
Exactly. So translucent, this is number 1, shade 1. So it's a translucent powder that will work for most skin tones. But we do have it in 3 colours. So you kind of are wide ranging over a powder that's just going to make your skin look flawless rather than powdery or like it's got any extra colour in it.
Right.
And if you look up for me, what you can do as well is kind of roll it under the eye.
Oh, that's nice.
So you know, a lot of the time with a powder under the eye, what it's going to do is actually make everything look kind of crepey and cakey.
Yeah.
And you've got like, you know, a really beautiful seamless concealer on. You put your powder on, and then everything kind of sits in fine lines, so this will help smooth it over. So this is probably one of our most popular products, one of the most well-known
I've got this at home and I use it all the time.
Exactly. So we're actually going to use the same brush, the powder and sculpt brush, the same one we just used the powder with.
Yeah.
It's got that point on the end, so it makes it really easy to control. I'm going to use this in a big 3 around your face.
So you basically go over, use the powder wherever you put the previous.
Yeah, so we're kind of building it up.
Right.
But the nice thing is, if you think of this as just a big 3 or a big M around your face,
Yeah.
so forehead, cheekbone, and then jawline, everybody can contour. You know, there's so many kind of confusing and complicated things
I guess
out
the
there.
key with contouring is to build it up very slowly and don't go in like hardcore.
Definitely.
Billy's gone in a 3 with it, just so you guys know. And that's apparently the best way to pick up the best contour points, and also so you know where you're contouring. So either a 3 or an M, right?
Yeah. So if you think around the edge of the forehead and then follow the hollow. So when you suck in your cheeks, the most hollow part of your cheek is where you want to kind of follow with the brush
when we all like to do.
here. Exactly. So when you do this, because a lot of people go too high or too low with contour, and then all they do is kind of drag your face down.
Yeah.
And if you always kind of press up against your cheekbone when you're blending out, so like this way, then it will end up where you want it to be.
Okay.
Penultimate part, lips. Sophie's going to use the new lip liner.
Love Trap. And then we're going to be using the famous Pillow Talk lipstick.
The best lipstick ever invented in the whole of the world.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's our favourite.
It's literally like your natural lip colour, but in
A better
our
version.
Yeah, so you can cheat the appearance of fuller, wider lips. So you can always go slightly past the line just to give a bit more of a pout.
Do I need to?
No, you don't. You've got amazing full lips.
And do you just line, or do you fill in the lip as well?
You can fill in a little bit of the lip as well, which is going to kind of really help the colour stay on.
Yeah, I find that's really good.
Yeah,
Everyone should buy Pillow Talk.
literally.
The lipstick is just the best.
Everyone needs it in their makeup bag.
I don't use anything else now.
I just love the smell of it.
Yeah, they smell really
Everything
good,
about
don't
it. It's so good.
Cocoa butter.
So we've just put a bit of gloss on top of this.
Yeah.
Which is the gloss?
Sweet stiletto. So they're really wearable. They're not too sticky as well.
It's not sticky at all.
No, and it just makes kind of really completes the final look as well. Just clams up a little bit.
Now for the finishing touches, and you would think that traditionally that would be your lipstick, but Charlotte Tilbury always says finish with a bit of blush. So Billy, which one are we using?
So this is First Love, really great kind of natural but warm colour. The outside colour is the Swish, so that's for your whole cheek, and then the middle colour is the Pop, so that's for the apple of the cheek.
Okay.
So it lifts everything like a contour would.
Right. And some more contouring, but this time on our cheeks.
Exactly. So it kind of lifts the shape of the cheek. And the reason we do it last is because then you can judge the amount of blush that you're putting on the colour better. Do sometimes you do a makeup and you look at your face and go, something isn't quite right.
You need a bit of something.
I don't know what it is. Like you guys saying I feel too pale, I'm guessing now once you've got
because we
blusher
just
on.
need a bit of a lift, right?
I think so.
We need a swish and pop.
Exactly, just a little swish and pop.
Oh, I thought it was me, but it was you in the mirror.
Same but different. Love it.
So as you can tell, we are such creatures of habit when it comes to our makeup. We know what we like and we
never
stick to
change.
it. But we've had a total revamp, haven't we?
It feels so good.
And we know how to use the products.
We've got some new bits, we've tried out loads of new things and got so many tips from a lovely
Sophie and Billy and everyone at the Charlotte Tilbury team for putting this all together. We hope we've inspired you to have a makeup detox and buy some new products.
And have fun with it.
Have fun with it. Don't forget to subscribe and also check out all the products below. We've linked everything.
Thank you and see you next week.
Bye.